Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are so amazing. So let's start our session with a beautiful quotation that knowledge is a treasure but practice is the key to it. So that means you have to practice a lot in order to become so efficient in assertion reason question, because students make a lot of mistake in it although they know everything. Right, so I'm Rajni Mamgai. Welcome you here at the Physics Wallah Gulf. Let's start our session on the very important topic, that is how to solve all type of assertion reason with all the option. I'm just giving you examples of all the options, right? So let's start it and let's grab all the marks in the exam. So when we are doing the assertion reason question, what you have to do, just take some time to read the statement very nicely, read all the statements independently and see if they are correct or not, and just then read all the kind of option and select the perfect option that you can do, and we will see how exactly we have to do it. So you have to practice this type of question a lot, and you have to analyze it also, that how to solve such questions. So let's see some assertion reason question. If you rush through the assertion reason, you may not be able to answer it correctly. Read the question carefully, right? So I'll just tell you how, I will show you how exactly you have to do it. And let's figure out that when do you have to choose options. So let's see. This is the question number 1. So if you see, human being has 23 pairs of chromosome, one of which is the sex chromosome and the remaining are 22 autosomes. Very true. The X-linked disease is related to mutation on sex chromosomes. Very true. And color blindness result from a mutation in X chromosome. So when we see the typic question, we know that both the statements are true. Assertion is also true and reason is also true. But when we see because, so you just read the assertion and add because and read the reason. So human being has 23 pair of chromosome, very true. Sex chromosome are 1 pair and rest 22 pairs are autosome, very true. And the sex chromosome will be mutated in case of sex-related chromosome, right? Sex-related diseases. And color blindness is the mutation in X chromosome, we know very well. So both these statements are true, but it is not anyway justifying the assertion. So assertion, like if I'm saying that X student get 650 plus marks, and reason is because he's very hardworking, very consistent in the exam or consistent in the class. So that's why he's able to. So that means assertion justifying with the reason. So in that case, you choose one, as if both the statements are true, but reason is not justifying assertion properly, you will go with the B. Now the second type of question, right? So why answer B is there? So I have told you both the statements are independently true, right? So you can read this. Second is replication and transcription occur in the nucleus, but translation occur in the cytoplasm. Reason, mRNA is transferred from the nucleus into the cytoplasm where the ribosome and amino acid are available for protein synthesis. So when you read assertion and use because and see if it is justifying the assertion or not, so absolutely in this case, A will be the answer. Because they are saying that replication and transcription happening in nucleus, whereas translation happening in the cytoplasm. So that is very true, right? Why it is happening? Because mRNA is transferred from the nucleus to the to the cytoplasm for the further translation, and that's why it happens. So this is the perfect reason. If we are just adding because, it's perfectly mentioning or perfectly justifying the assertion, right? So next question is this: interferons are type of antibody produced by the, no, it's not antibody, rather it's a cytokines, right? It's a chemical glycoprotein that will be released when the cell is infected with the virus. So interferon are released by the virus infected cell. It's a kind of chemical, and this chemical, this interferon, will actually alert the all type of the cells, all type of normal cells. So that means interference. So bacha, this is also wrong. So in this, at this time, you will just go with the D option because assertion is true. And obviously reason is also, sorry, assertion is wrong. So reason is also wrong, right? So in that case, you will choose D. So whenever assertion is wrong, you will choose the D option always. Next question to you is this: an organism with lethal mutation may not even develop beyond zygote stage. Reason, all type of gene mutation are lethal. So all type of gene mutation is not lethal. Some of the gene mutation are lethal. So this is absolutely wrong statement. But this is the correct statement. So if assertion is true, if one statement is true and other is wrong, you will choose the C option. So I'm sure that you are able to grasp the concept how exactly you have to choose the option, and for this you have to practice a lot of assertion and reason. Right? So when answer 1 will be the correct, when both assertion and reason will be correct, if both assertion reason are correct and reason is perfectly for assertion, so I have told you for that assertion reason should justify assertion. So suppose a kid is getting 650 marks. Why? Because he is very consistent in the class, because he's very consistent in the class, he's very regular, hardworking, right? So you just see, if assertion and reason both are true and assertion is justifying the reason, you are using because and you are getting the reason perfectly for the assertion, in that case you will choose the first. That means assertion reason both are correct and reason is perfect description for the assertion. When do you choose B? Suppose a person getting 650 marks and I'm giving reason because he's having black hair. So perhaps he's having black hair, it's very true statement. But because he's having black hair, that's why he's getting 650 marks, it's not justifying it. So in that case, you will choose the second option, that both the assertion reason true, but reason is not the correct option for the correct justification for the assertion. And rest C and D, you know. So I have given you example from the course so that you will be able to understand justification of assertion and reason. So I hope everything is clear, right? And you are going to practice it a lot, because I have told you the quotation, practice makes man perfect, right? So in order to make yourself perfect, you have to practice a lot. So that's all. In case, so this is the option justification also. There's the question number 5. India is one of the 12 mega biodiversity country of the world. India has 2.4% of the world's land area, but its share of the global space. So, bacha, this question is from the conservative and this ecology chapter, right? So in that case, India is 12 mega diversity country. Very true. Because what is the reason? Because India has 2.4% of the world's land area. That's why it's mega diversity. But its share of the global species diversity is an impressive 8.1%. Right? So it is sharing 8.1% of the diversity area or global species diversity area. So that's why it's very impressive. And we called it mega diversity. So this is the perfect reason. So we will just choose the A answer in this particular case, right? So that's all. I hope you have got the good idea of assertion and reason question, and you will not commit any mistake, and plus keep on practicing in order to be very perfect in the assertion reason type of question, right? So I hope you like the examples. Have a great day, kids. See you all in the next session.